Officials from Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, led by the Managing Director Winston Agaba, have appeared before the Parliamentary Committee on Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises to answer queries in the Auditor General's report for financial year 2022-2023. According to the report, UBC asked for a budget of 24.7 billion shillings, and what was warranted was 8.8 billion, a difference of 15 billion shillings. During the financial year under audit, the corporation also collected non-taxable revenues amounting to 14.4 billion shillings. On non-financial issues of provision of the digital terrestrial television signal services, the Managing Director, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, said currently UBC covers a radius of 65 kilometers around Kampala, and the 18 sites upcountry are in a blackout after the satellite provider switched the broadcaster off due to a long time outstanding debt. He told the committee that the direct to home, which is an enhancement of the DTT, will enable them provide signal to the entire country using one spot.
Unfortunately, the pay TV platforms have positioned themselves in a way that all Ugandans are paying to watch TV. And they're not paying to watch the foreign content, but they are paying to watch all our local channels here, from NTV to NBS to Bukede to Spark. That's what people pay to watch, and to watch UBC. So our concern is for government to recapitalize UBC Signet such that we can be able to make sure that the digital dividend that has been realized from digital migration is enjoyed by everyone without paying subscription fee to watch television.
Members of Parliament on this committee were interested in knowing what is frustrating the process of having the DTT, yet government has invested $23 million.
Country investing $23 million, that is around 87 billion. And you went ahead to say that if its lifespan is almost coming to an end, what is stopping the installation and utilization of that system?
Some money which we are about to lose. And you categorically say that all Ugandans will pay, including our grandsons. This committee would want to know who is frustrating that. As a MD, you must know where the problem is, where you want help. Who is frustrating that arrangement, where Uganda is going to lose a huge sum of money.
Invested about $23 million at start, and this did not even do 50% of the digital migration that was needed. So, give or take, it could be $40 million, but it can be rolled out. It's not a one-off, and we are looking at direct to home. So, as technology evolves from digital terrestrial transmission, we are now talking about direct to home. And this is the technology that most people are utilizing at home, where you have a dish, you have a decoder, and you subscribe. We want to have direct to home without people paying subscription, but being able to access all the local TV channels in Uganda at no cost.
There is also an issue of continuous defaulting by TVs on their payment.
In migration, it had been envisaged that for Signet to break even, Uganda, we needed to have 67 private TV stations running. Currently, we have 40 TV stations, and even the 40, they are limping. Not all of them are able to pay their signal carriage fees. As UBC, we had a meeting with National Broadcast Association, NAB, the executive, and we agreed that a deadline was being given. And the deadline was for everyone to clear their areas. Out of the 40 TV channels, they could only be about 2 or 3 that are up to date with their payments.
Continues to be investigated of the pay TVs because their clients are also saying government is not paying us. So it would be unfair to say put them off the air because they are not paying, thereby disabling them completely, yet government is supposed to pay them and they pay UBC. So I think it's an area we're going to look at it, invite the ministers, the responsible entities that have crippled their operations.
Winston Agaba also told the committee that the president had directed the Prime Minister to ensure the corporation gets an annual budget support of 30 billion shillings going forward and have all debts from NSSF and URA verified and payments effected by Ministry of Finance. Committee members requested officials to share a copy of the directive.
You also deny employees their sweat or their retirement packages, because it has an effect on how much it is supposed to attract in terms of interest. Now, when the president says write off the penalty, of course it has implications on our revenues as a country, as a government, but he has a duty to pay NSSF in principle, in terms of principal and interest, as well as the accumulating interest. So it's a matter that we continue to investigate and pursue. Government should be in a position to pay. Otherwise,
Agaba explained on the query of some staff getting salaries from inside out the corporation. The Auditor General discovered that some UBC staff appears on other government entities' payroll.
As you know, that there was the rationalization of a headcount of all government workers. And indeed, there were 4 workers who were with UBC and also with other entities. We have terminated their contracts with UBC, and legal proceedings will take place because the IGG has interested themselves in this matter. And it's not only UBC as an entity, it cuts across all government entities.
Officials from UBC have been told to return to the committee with a document for the schedule of TVs that owe it, among other documents. I'm Navka Farida and Gloria Gwitabinji at Parliament.